We're back in the saddle today. Honestly, it feels like I haven't ridden in ages, but in reality, it's only been a week. Anyways, I did my rounds. I started by saying hello to Kel. And then I noticed that the Shetlands were in a different pen and they were absolutely killing me. Look at his little nose. Fun fact, horses can only breathe through their noses. Can't forget to say hi to Oscar. That's my boy. Anyways, if you know me, you know I'm always an hour early to basically everything. Me and my tism cannot figure out the concept of time, so I leave early just in case, and I'm always an hour early. So I decided to muck out. After mucking out, I went to my lesson with Oscar. We honestly got straight into it and we started on working on steering today. We've done steering work before, but this was fully like, okay, making sure you're in control, making sure that I can steer whilst in trot with no issues, and making sure all the components are starting to fall in place together and work in unison rather than being separate things that my brain's malfunctioning. So we did a lot of change of reins. We went from S to P and then from the cone to R, and we did it all in trot, and I think it went pretty well actually. I've been doing so much better at being bossy with Oscar, but I also personally think that Oscar's been a lot more active as well. I don't know. Anyways, once my trainer was happy with the change of reins, we started doing some transition change of reins. So it required me to turn at the cone, and at any point after the turn I had to transition into a walk and then transition back into a trot as we turned back out. When my trainer told me this, I was like, okay, we got this, sure. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The main thing I had to work on was obviously keeping my shoulders relaxed, elbows and hands soft, and also not tipping as I turn. I have a habit of either turning my body and leaning into the direction I'm going on. And I know your horse is supposed to feel your weight shift, but I was doing it a bit too much. I also sometimes tip through my shoulders, so it's also just about keeping that alignment and just keeping my seat in good standing, you know? All in all though, I think this was a really good lesson. I'm so proud of myself and I'm so proud of Oscar.